Lee on TODD for G66. Welcome to another Tuesday Tone Tip. The FM3 just got a massive update. There's a public beta release for Firmware 10, which brings in all the new updates from the FX3 and FM9, the compressor block, the drive block, the new amp models, and so much more. It has also brought the reverb block into line with the FX3 and FM9. There are the updated spring and plate reverbs, there are the pitched reverbs, and there's the echo reverb types. And these echo reverb types in particular, I want to take a look at today because these can be a great way to streamline your presets and get delay and reverb from the same block. So let's start out with the ODS 100 Clean amp model. I'm using the new optical compressor, basically the stock settings, except I've just turned the ratio up to 4 on there. This sounds fantastic to just thicken up a clean guitar sound. I'm using my free cab IR that you can get from the link in the video description. And I've got the chorus hall reverb on here. I've turned the mix up to 35% and the size to 75%. Now, if you take a look at this, there's a bunch of new pre-delay parameters here on the FM3. And I should mention the FX3 and the FM9 have had this feature for a little while now, but I specifically wanted to look at it on the FM3. This, of course, will work on the FM9 and FX3. So just pay attention to these new pre-delay parameters in here because we're going to switch from the chorus hall to the new echo hall type on there. And while the chorus hall is going to give you this gorgeous lush reverb, the echo hall is going to give you a lush reverb and a delay on there. This is a PRS SE DGT. I'm on the tapped neck pickup and it sounds like this. That's an absolutely gorgeous combination of delay and reverb, and I love that it's coming out of a single block. There are several existing echo reverb types in here. You've got echo room, echo plate, echo pitch plate, and echo hall, which we just heard. Now, you would have noticed when I swapped from the chorus hall to the echo hall reverb time that these pre-delay parameters are changing, and these are going to let us add delay or echo to any pre-existing reverb type. The critical parameter, if we want that delay and reverb or echoverb sound, is to change the tap on the existing, let's say, purely reverb types. That's going to be set to output. So if you wanted to dial in a classic reverb with some pre-delay, you would leave this tap on output, you would dial in your pre-delay, and you wouldn't touch the feedback and the echo mix. However, if you set it to input, now you're going to have a delay in combination with a reverb, and you can set the pre-delay as your delay time and feedback and echo mix as you would on an existing delay. So I think it's worth hearing the difference between those tap parameters. Let's hear output and input on there. We'll start with output, which if you took any existing reverb on there would be the stock setting. You can hear that your initial delay gets washed out by a reverb really quickly, whereas setting it to input, while we do hear an initial echo on there, it very quickly gets washed out by a traditional reverb style sound. If we set this to input instead though, we're going to have this classic sound of a delay feeding into a reverb. Let's hear that. I could then tweak the overall echo mix, the feedback, and the pre-delay. I could even sync this to a rhythmic subdivision. Let's say I wanted a dotted eighth note delay on there with a little bit more feedback and a little more echo mix. That's all I have to do to dial that in, as long as I have left the tap control on input. So if you've got an existing favorite reverb type, let's say the studio reverb on here, and you wanted to add some delay to that, or you wanted to turn it into an echo verb, we can do this. Let's just hear the studio at the settings. I've got it dialed in at the moment. So it's quite a nice shorter reverb on there. We're going to go to the tap control. Let's set that to input. We can dial in our pre-delay. Let's go for 300 milliseconds over there. Then I can set the feedback and the overall echo mix. Let's keep the echo mix low so that I'm going for a subtle short delay with that short reverb. Let's say I wanted a longer delay with a much larger reverb. I've got the new York Minster Cathedral reverb set up. Let's have a listen to what this sounds like. If I wanted to add some traditional pre-delay to that, let's say 40 milliseconds of pre-delay, I just set the pre-delay to 40 milliseconds on there. I wouldn't play around with the tap, the feedback, or the echo at all. In general, this is a great way to just add a little bit of separation between your dry sound and your reverb. If I wanted to dial in a much longer delay though, let's say we go for a 600 millisecond delay over here. I'm going to add a whole bunch of feedback and bring the echo mix up. We get this. And with the echo mix at 100%, I've just got a delay on there. This combination of delay and reverb works really well with the new pitched reverb types for the FM3. I've taken the Ursa Major reverb, I've set the input to tap, I've added 500 milliseconds of pre-delay, turned the feedback and the echo mix up, and we get this. It's absolutely stunning. By now, you should have a handle on how to turn any of these existing reverb types into a combination delay and reverb, or what I've been calling an echo verb. We can, of course, take this one step further, and I think this is a fantastic way to use these new echo reverb types. We're going to attach an expression pedal or an external controller to the echo mix parameter. So I've got the echo plate reverb type over here. If we right-click the echo mix parameter and we go over and map it to an external controller, or in my case, the expression pedal that I've got mapped over here, I'm going to set the maximum value over here to around 50% on there, so that when my expression pedal is in the heel down position like this, I'm not going to have any echo mix in there. It's going to be a pure reverb. Then I can bring up the amount of echo or the amount of delay that I'm blending in with my reverb using the expression pedal. Let's have a listen to that. Alternatively, you could populate the reverb block with multiple channels with essentially the same starting point. Say you took the echo plate, the echo room, or the echo hall on there, and you just set a different echo mix across each channel. You could use a scene controller for this as well, and then seamlessly blend between reverb and delay without having to use a reverb and a delay. This is all happening in the reverb block. I think it is a really underrated, let's say, bonus feature of the reverb block in there. You can start with the existing types, or as I've shown you over the course of this video, you can modify your favorite reverb type into a delay and reverb combination. Let me know what you're using with the latest FM3 firmware if you have tried it. As always, it is currently a beta release, so make sure you back up your unit before you try any of these and test anything. There's so many updates and additions in here that I'd highly recommend you read the release notes and go and watch a bunch of videos before doing that. If you've got any suggestions for future Tuesday tone tips, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you all on the next one.